All right. So.
Yay!
And that effectively, you guys have to make a decision now because you can still see them, but they're starting to make their way away from you. So what do you?
I have an idea.
What do you want to do? You go first.
Okay, I'm going to transform my feet into wheels.
Can you do that?
Yes, I have transformation. I'm going to transform my tail into a jet propeller.
Okay.
And just
Bust out after him. Cruising. Okay.
I did the same thing as him.
Okay. You guys gonna cost a point to do that.
I have a point.
So spend a point to do a transform.
Definitely.
Maybe transfer. Yeah. Just that's what the line is across the character
Yeah.
sheet that I made, so you can keep like track it like stun or something. Yeah. So you guys are off-roading pegacons. Yeah.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Wait,
You
I
just
get up.
hanging on the
No,
water
what I
slide?
do is I flip my torso like propeller.
Wait, say it again. You do what?
I turn my wings like that, so they're like propellers, and I start like flying them. So
She's just like sculling them behind you. But do you have wheels for feet?
no.
How can you jump
I
on me?
have wings.
You can jump on me before I leave.
Yes, I jump on
I'm
her.
gonna fly over to her on her back and then cruise on her back.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you? So Fishy jumps on the back of Shamalama,
Yes.
and you're like jet propelled cruising through the countryside.
Yes.
And so the three of you are like right next to each other cruising through and you are able to hang with them. You can't, because they're going, that's about how fast they're going too. So even though you can't gain on them, you don't lose them.
Okay.
Okay, so you're cruising, and all of a sudden the horsies turn back around and they realize, oh man, we're not losing them at all. So all of a sudden, while they're in full speed motion with their wheels that are spinning like this, all of a sudden flip down, around, and underneath their feet,
They become-
and then drills form out of their heels, and the spinning wheels turn into drills, and they drill down into the ground.
Oh, that's annoying.
Are you going fast enough to go with them?
Well, you're gonna have to slam on the brakes, or you'll go right. Because what happens is they do that, so they go like that, but you're gonna go and so you have to make an evasion roll to stop.
I flip my tail,
Otherwise,
so
you go
I'm going-
flying by, and it's gonna take 2 more rounds to go after them.
Yeah, I know.
So you need
Good.
you only need 6s unless you want to spend a point. You make it. What about you?
He's on me, isn't he?
Yes.
I got
You
no
have a
weapon.
5, so you keep going. You're like gone.
No, I don't.
Wait.
You want to spend an evasion point?
I am going to spend an evasion point.
Okay, so you spend an evasion point, and so you stop too, but you have to make a riding roll, or you go flying, because he's like, "Arr!" And you're like, whoa!
I got an 11. Okay, yeah, he makes it.
And you add your, okay, so you don't even need to.
I don't even need it.
So you're awesome. You're like just chill on the back of the, just chill on Shamalama's.
Oh yeah, and also since the apple's still on my head, I take off the apple and it's like jelly, so I start eating it like applesauce.
Why is it like jelly?
It's because it's all chopped up on his horn.
So
Because it's been sitting on his horn the time being vibrated, riding on your jet propelled
So it's
back.
all-
So it's all like applesauce on
I
the
take it
inside.
out and then I start eating the applesauce.
And intriguingly, it smells a little bit, it tastes a little bit like cinnamon applesauce.
And I give
That's why they're called little brown horsey apples. Like
There you
like
go.
cinnamon
And
apples.
Even though they're called
yeah.
horse apples, which is a word for poo, they taste
Oh, it
like
is?
cinnamon.
And Dad.
Horse apples is a word for poo. Did you not know that? Yeah, that's
Dad,
a thing.
learn-
and then I take off a little chunk and I hand it down to
That's
Shamla.
even funnier than you're eating
And then I
poo. Well, not
hand it
really.
down to Shamla. I take a little bit of it and I hand it down to Shamla.
It smells yummy.
I eat it.
It's delicious. So, but now what you hear them drilling down through the earth. So the problem is if you go down in that hole, you're like, ah, because it's a hole in
We
the
have
ground.
wings.
But it's only like wide enough around this way. So, well, I suppose you could. Okay, fine.
Could we all fit through it like one at a time?
You could like bend your wings and like slide down like
Yes.
like
Yeah,
Like,
I'll do that.
parkour
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Parachute.
Who goes first? Who goes first?
I'll go.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Fishy goes first. I go in the middle between them, and then you go last.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was attached to my apple cart this whole time,
Okay, now do you.
so I'm bringing my apple cart with me.
The problem is the apple cart won't fit down the hole
I tie my apple cart to a tree.
because that is doable. Okay, because the holes were dug by their feet, right?
Right.
And they're really only big enough for them to slide down with their little prize net.
After,
But you guys can go down the hole and use your wings to prevent your fall.
except the apple
you know what I
launcher
mean?
part. Yeah, except the apple launcher part of it is detachable and it's almost handheld sized, so I take it that with me.
Say that again. I can't understand because you have ice cubes in your mouth.
Okay, so the apple launcher part of it, the part that I was launching the apples with, is detachable. So I detach it. And
Of course. So you're like walking around with a big apple slingshot. That okay.
Is it loaded?
I will let that ride.
Loaded diaper. Okay.
And you need some apple. You have no apples.
I have apples on me.
How many apples are you carrying?
15.
What is your strength?
1.
I will let you carry 11 apples.
I have 11
Why did you
shots.
11? That's
Unless-
a weird number.
Unless you, because he can do 10 plus 1 for his strength. But if you would like to spend an object of a knick-knack, I will let you have a bag of 20 more apples.
It's gonna be a bag of gonna be a bag of holding.
That is not a knick-knack. Or it is a magical object. Do you have magical objects?
I dream like this.
Maybe.
Do you have magical objects?
No.
Okay, then it
There
is
is
not.
like potions and scrolls.
Right, do you have any of those or no?
No.
Okay, then you do not have an object that will allow you to do that items.
Ugh, fine.
It's only for normal items like
I will
flashlights
spend
and
the
stuff.
knick-knack.
You will spend your knick-knack, and now you have a bag of 20. So now you got like 31 apples you can bust out whenever you need to.
Weird number. Okay, next.
Alright, so you have an apple slingshot and 31 apples.
That's
Okay.
weird.
That's
31 apples. What kind of apples?
Okay, well because they all, okay, so now it's because all 5 of them went down different holes, but when you get down there, all the dirt between them, because they're so close together, it all crumbles and it becomes one giant
That's awesome.
tunnel down into the ground. So I guess you could use your wings to control your descent, and you could stay on Shamalama's back until you get to the bottom. But of course, they're going really, really fast, and they go really, really deep. So you're going slow, and they're going fast into the darkness. So it takes you about 15 minutes to get to the bottom, and then finally what it does is it curves down and around and goes straight. So then you'll be able to like land and actually follow it in a tunnel underground. But it's dark under there. Do you guys have anything to see, or do you have an ability to see in the darkness?
I have dark E-ray, which I think gives me ability to see in the dark.
Okay.
Is a flashlight knick-knack or clutter?
Knick-knack.
I use
Wait,
it.
do we have both knickknacks and clutter?
I just have
Yeah,
baubles.
10 and 10.
I have baubles. So what I have like 20 baubles.
Baubles are clutter. It's the same thing.
Okay, so
So-
I'm gonna
You
use
don't use
one.
a knick-knack because it's like a big fancy. It's like Hool mag light, big powerful mag light. If you want to use clutter, it's like a little tiny like keychain light, but they don't.
No, I don't want. I want the little ones that we. I want the little one that we have. The one that it's green. I want that one. So it's like.
If it's like a flashlight, if it's powerful, if it's just a little one so you can see like within like a foot of your face, then it's like a clutter. But if it's like a big powerful mag light or something, or allows you to see, then it's a. Then
Do
it's
I write Maglite?
just write a mag light.
So what would I put?
So it's like a little tiny one, then it's a clutter. If it's a big one that's very useful,
You're
then
on
it's a
top of me
knick-knack.
anyways.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So.
No, you know what? I'm actually gonna use one of my baubles to get one like a teeny one so I can see like just so I can.
Just around your general area?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You
cool.
can look at the ceiling.
That's cool.
I'm gonna look at the ceiling and see if there's any centipedes or worms or beetles or anything.
Don't tell me to find me, please.
Okay, yes. Unfortunately, there are halves of them. Because as they dug through the hole, they dug. There's like the half of a beetle there.
That's
the
weird.
half of a worm.
disgusting.
They went right through there because their drills were so powerful and sharp. And there's no way that the worms could have moved fast enough to avoid.
No.
But
And
it's-
Don't tell me what's up there.
I keep looking up and see if there's one like that instead of like that.
yes, there's one.
Yes.
I eat him.
You're a horse.
And when I do it, I grab the little worm
And then you're a
and I
pink
start
worm.
rubbing him.
You rub the worm.
I rub the worm.
What do you have up
And
there?
then I take my sack of D20s and I open it up and put the worm inside.
So he's bouncing around there in a sack of
What if
D20s.
you get squished?
He's an agile worm. I don't know.
What's his name?
Agile. I'm just kidding.
Agile the worm?
Agile, the agile
No,
worm.
don't name it Agile. That's a weird name.
Yeah, but 31's a weird number and we're going weird.
Yeah, okay, no. Okay. His name is Quick. You guys. His name is very slimy quick.
His name's what?
Slimy quick.
Slimy Quick?
I'm calling him SQ.
Slimy Quick, the agile
We'll
earthworm.
call him SQ.
Yeah.
SQ the worm.
Yeah, you better write that down or we'll forget.
Okay.
Is he a spirit animal or is he just a random worm?
He's just a random worm I have.
Okay.
Spirit animal.
Well,
SQ's
well,
a spirit animal.
Well, you know, like a companionship. I don't know. All right.
A familiar?
Yeah. So, okay. So what are we doing here? So you are in the tunnel, and the tunnel goes forward, and you go through it. It's like Scooby Doo. You're going through the tunnel with your flashlight.
Scooby-Doo, Doo, Shaggy thought it was chocolate. He took a bite, turned the light. That was the end of Shaggy.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah, no one else.
Well,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, what just happened?
I just don't know. He's just completely disrupted. Everybody gets 173 experience points for disrupting the director's game.
How many?
173.
Oh, XP?
Yes, for disrupting
experience.
yes.
That's cool. What is it, 1,000 what?
173 for disrupting the director's train of thought.
170.
I have 330
173.
experience points.
Oh no, 174 then.
No!
Because no one can have an even number ever.
No! That's not fine. Make it, can you make it end in 5?
100, yes, 0.5.
Oh,
All right.
I'm actually going to write 0.5, so that's annoying.
That's cool. Then I will make sure never to give you another decimal.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as it ends in 5.
Okay.
Don't make it. No. I'm not going to give you ideas.
Okay, how many points do we need to level up in general?
I have 331.5
Dang, we only have 300.
Okay.
If anyone cares.
I have the exact same amount. Mine.
Okay.
5.
So you go and you follow. You're following the tunnel, and an hour later,
An hour?
it just goes and goes
Hey, that
and
means the
goes
skills
and
are
goes.
recharged. Thanks a lot, Dad.
Yes, all your stuff's recharged. It's fine.
Woo!
Because you go nice and slow enough to recharge. Yeah, that's it. So once you feel all your powers are recharged, then you get at a decent pace. And an hour later, an hour later, you come out. You can see that rain is coming. The hole goes up, and you can hear the rain, even though it was nice and sunny and happy when you went down. Now you can hear there's no rain coming down in the hole up ahead of you. It's about 100 meters ahead of you. There's some light coming down. It's not as bright as it was before, and you can hear rain, but it's not filling in the hole.
That's weird.
Well, it's kind of weird, except that when you finally get to it, and the rain gets louder and louder, and you come up, and you look up, you realize that the hole comes up underneath a bridge. So it comes up, the bridge is right above your head. So even you can see that even in the hour or two that you've been under there, it's gone from a beautiful, sunny, happy day to a cold, dark, rainy day.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, SQ's gonna be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, SQ. Yeah.
We should SQ a little pair of mini glasses.
Oh my God, we
That'd
should.
be so cute. Can we find glasses?
You're in a hole. You just came out of a hole in the ground.
Maybe one of the. Okay.
Maybe if you found a craftsman who could make some for you.
What if one of the cyborg unicorns?
Where's the side?
Yeah, there's
Dropped a pair of
cyborg.
glasses.
Dropped what?
A pair of glasses.
A pair of
Why would they have a pair of glasses?
Because one of them, because one of them also has a pet worm.
No. yes. But their pet worm dropped his glasses. So they're in the
Because they were
middle
going
of the
so
hole.
fast.
They're on the path.
Okay, that is so unlikely.
Well, it happened.
But if everybody spend a point of ET, I will let it happen.
Okay.
You're really gonna spend ET for this? Oh my God.
Can we have it back because we're so awesome?
No, you cannot have
What?
them back because they're so awesome.
Well,
You have to commit to the eyeglasses of the worm.
Okay, whatever.
Guys, that means he can read now.
SQ has glasses.
That means he can read now, guys.
I'm gonna draw a portrait of SQ right here. Let's do this.
Okay, can I just say something?
No, you cannot.
How do the glasses stay on his head? He has no ears.
We tape him to his head.
And also we tapped a flashlight to his head.
He's too big. Oh, your little tiny
my
mini
little
one?
tiny mini one.
So he's got glasses and a little like minor light on his
Yeah,
head.
and it's like one of those bigger. Yeah, it's like one of those bigger ones. Like in
This
Africa,
is
that grows
SQ
like that
right
big.
here. Dad, this is
So
the
you
first
can
rescue.
put, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Look at my little flashlight.
So now now he won't get hit by the D20s in the bag because he can see where he's going.
Yeah.
So
Okay, later in this game, I'm gonna make him big.
okay, we gotta move on
Okay, moving on.
because I think that's the end of the first 2 action scenes.
That's only
2.
2.
Yes.
That was 1.
It's actually 2 because the chase scene was very fast because you turned yourselves into jet-propelled creatures and blew through the whole thing. Good job.
Oh, where's the battle then?
We took 4 of them out.
Oh yeah, we